Hello students, welcome to the virtual class. So today we are starting chapter 2, okay, history and generation of computer. So in chapter 1 what we have learned is about the computer overview, the definition and all things, and where computers are used, what are its basic devices. We learn about that. Now let's go through the generations of computer and its history. Okay, this means how computer actually invented. Okay, is there a single person who invented the computer, or there are a group of person or scientists who invented the computer? Okay, let's history of computer. First paragraph, let's read it. Who invented the computer? It is not a question with a simple answer. The real answer is that many inventors from different countries contributed to the development of computer. Okay, it said everyone has a question in their mind that who invented actually, but the answer is not simple. Because why? Because from different countries and different inventors worked too much to develop this computer which we are using today. Alright, the development of modern computer has a long historical background. Okay, it has a long historical background. It took many centuries from the advancement in computing devices. Okay, it took lots of centuries. Century means 100 years. Okay, after a long time the today's modern computer was developed. Okay, and it took centuries. After that only this computer which we are using now is developed. A short description about the development of early computing devices is described below. Okay, below we have a sub description how it came first. So the first one is what? Abacus. Have you seen this figure of Abacus? So I'll tell you the briefly, because actually in previous years, in many years ago, people used their fingers and pebbles for counting. Okay, we used to do 1 2 3 4 5 6 like this counting, and pebbles, the small pebbles. Okay, early humans, they use pebbles and fingers to count. They use fingers and small stones to do simple arithmetic calculations like addition, subtraction and multiplication. Okay, we used to do calculation 2 plus 2 4 like this. We used to do the calculation like that. The method of counting was very difficult and tedious. Then a calculating device called Abacus was invented to make the calculation easier. So while doing this calculation, it was easy for the simple calculations only. But if people has to do the huge number of calculation, then it is very difficult and tedious. Then the Abacus was invented, and which made them very easy to calculate. Okay, Abacus was the first manual calculating device. Okay, it was the first manual calculating device in the world. The Abacus was developed by the Chinese and Egyptian around 3000 BC. BC means before Christ. Okay, it was invented by whom? Chinese and Egyptian. At the time, Abacus was used excessively in Russia, Japan, China, Greece and Rome. Okay, as you know that if you talk about the history, then these four or five countries were the pioneer in human civilization. Like Greece, Rome, they first invented, or they first created the pyramid. Okay, like this, and the great structures like those structures were only possible due to these Abacus calculations. Alright, now let's go what Abacus is exactly. An Abacus consists of a rectangular wooden frame structure with a series of vertical rods. Okay, vertical rods means this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Okay, these are the rods. Calculations are performed by manipulating the numbers of wooden beads up or down with fingers. Okay, these are beads. This black, you can see the black dots. These are called beads. Abacus is still being used in some countries like China, Japan and Russia. Okay, they are still used in Japan and China. in primary school they still use to teach the number calculation to the kids. Okay, now let's go little elaborated form of how this abacus works. Okay, see there, this upper deck is called actually heaven, and this lower deck is called actually what? Earth. Okay, and it has kept their beads like this beads, and this is the wooden frame. Okay, and how it works, I want to show one tutorial over here. Okay, this is the tutorial. This is the Japanese abacus simulator. Actually in real one, there in heaven there should be 2 beads, but here in Japanese form there is one bead and 4 bead down. Okay, how it's calculated, let's see. The first one, this one is the ones. Okay, it's like a mathematical table for you. This is ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, okay, million, 10 million, billion. Okay, how it works, see there, this below beads has 1 count. Okay, first one 1 count, and total is, this first one is 5. This is 1 2 3 4, and this is the single beads counts 5. Alright, so if I do like this, this comes 1 2 3 4, and as I told you, this upper one is 5. If I click there, if I slide down, then it will be total 9. Okay, like this. Clear? It calculates like this. And if I do this one, then this means this is ones and this is tens row, no? So this is 10. Alright, 20, 30, 40. Clear? Understood? If I directly go for this, then it will be 50. Clear? And again this is 100, 200, 300, 400, like this. Clear? So herein, if you have to find any numbers, then what you will do, suppose you want to find the number 33, then you, in this ones there is no 31, in this tens there is 31, so 10, 20, 30, and 3 is from here, 1 2 3, 33. Clear? This is how it works. So you can practice also. I will keep in our website, school's websites also. You just practice like this. So the whole thing is how it works. Okay, I hope you understood how it works. Okay, now let's go for the next one. Okay, now let's talk about Napier's bone. Okay, it was invented by a Scottish mathematician. Scottish means a Scotland citizen, John Napier. Okay, he was a scientist, and he invented this Napier's bone in 1614 before Christ. Okay, Napier's bone, also called Napier's rod, are numbered rod which can be used to perform calculation of any number. The rod consists of stripe of woods. Okay, these rods, this stripe of wood is made up of wood. Okay, metal or heavy cardboard. It can be wood, it can be metal or heavy cardboard. There are 10 rods corresponding to the digit 0 to 9, and special 11th rod that is used to represent the multiplier. Using the multiplication table embedded in this rod, multiplication can be performed. The multiple set of bones are indeed needed for multiplication of numbers containing repeated digits. Okay, what it says is this Napier's bone is especially for the multiplication. It can do other lots of work. Okay, there are how many rod are there? 10 rod, and special one, that is 11th rod also there. So there are altogether 11 rod. Okay, so let's closely this one also about. So I have this one picture over here. See here, in this is the Napier's bone format. Okay, so how you can find the multiplication table here? So here you can see that suppose there is 1 2 3 4 5 7 up to 9 is there, and from 0 it starts to 9. Okay, one is 1 2 3 1 to 9, another is 0 to 9. So how we do calculation? If we do of 3 into 2 is answer 6. Can you see that? Suppose 7 into 5 is 35. This is the multiplication. Okay, which you do the in table, multiplication table, same like this. Suppose 4 times, okay, 4 times 5 is 20. See here, 2020. So this is how it is kept. All right, so it's very simple. So by looking this, people used to do the multiplication and mathematical calculations. So let's go to the next one, slide rule. Okay, this slide rule slide rule was invented by William Authorized in 1620. The Napier's one was in 1614. Okay, after 6 years it was invented. The slide rule was invented by William Authorized. It made the first slide rule by inscribing logarithm on wood. Logarithm means some sort of the technique that will do the calculations. Okay, calculation easily. Before the slide rule was is used primarily for multiplication and division. Okay, it was primarily used for multiplication and division. Before the invention of the pocket or handheld, the slide rule became very popular calculating device. So before invention of pocket and handheld means before invention of calculator which we use today, it was what invented. Till then it was used. This slide rule was used. The use of slide rule continued until the electronic calculator developed. Okay, as I said, until this calculator which we are using today, the slide rule was used. A simple slide rule consists of two movable marked scale in which one scale slips over upon another. Okay, and the multiplication and division are done by sliding those scales. Okay, actually there are two scales are kept aside, and the middle one, you can see this will be slide, and whenever this line goes, there will be the correct answer, multiplication also, division also. Okay, this is the feature of slide rule. So the main feature is what? The main feature is it makes very easy. Just slide it and answer will be there in this thin line. Clear? Next one is Pascal line. Okay, Pascal line is in the name of our school also. Okay, the Blaise Pascal, a French mathematician, invented Pascal line in 1642. Okay, in 1642. It was after how many years? This slide rule in 1620, and after 22 years it was developed by Blaise Pascal, who was a French mathematician. Okay, Pascal line was a first mechanical calculating device that could add, subtract directly. Multiplication and division could perform by repeated addition and repeated subtraction respectively. Okay, this was the first mechanical device. This means first mechanical device means today whatever computer we are using, okay, those computers are based on this Pascal line. That's why the first, you can say that the first computer is Pascal line. Clear? Understood everyone? So this Pascal line is very much important, because according to this device, today's computers are designed and made. Let's see another one, that is step reckoner. Gottfried Wilhelm von Leibniz. Okay, Gottfried Wilhelm von Leibniz, a German mathematician, invented stepped reckoner in 1671. It was a digital mechanical calculator. Okay, it was a digital, okay, that gives the digits like today. He developed this machine by using Blaise Pascal's idea. Okay, it was further upgraded or invented according to the Pascal line. It was the first calculator that could perform all four calculations: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, this machine, okay, this machine was capable to do all this calculation very easily. Even square root could be calculated by the series of stepped additions. Okay, moreover, even square root also we can do. Square root means what? 4 times 4 is 16, like that. Okay, 8 times 8 is 64, like that. So now let's talk about the Jacquard's Loom. Okay, so before starting this Jacquard Loom, I want to say something, that in human civilization, people were used to make clothes by weaving. Okay, in weaving also, like you do in weaving like this sweaters, okay, mufflers. There is a mathematical calculations, okay. So previously people used to do what? By hand, okay, try to make clothes by hand, okay. But this French businessman, French silk weaver Joseph Marie Jacquard, he invented this, and because of him today whatever we are wearing, okay, whatever clothes there is, whatever design there is, whatever this textile companies are blooming, okay, growing faster and faster, is because of this inventor Joseph Marie Jacquard, okay. We should all thank to him, because of him today this civilization is getting more sophisticated than before. Okay, let's read it. In 1801, a French silk weaver, okay, weaver means who weaves, who makes the clothes, okay, Joseph Marie Jacquard invented an automatic weaving machine called Jacquard's loom. At the time, this loom revolutionized the weaving industry. The loom used to punch card to produce certain pattern in the woven cloth. The function of that loom depended upon the absence or presence of holes on the punch card, okay. It uses what? Punch card. Punch card will come later on what it does. In punch card there are certain holes, okay, they will come in later chapter also. So because of this Jacquard loom, today whatever we are wearing, the idea is it came from this Jacquard loom, okay, clear. So this is the very important invention in the history. Now let's go for the Charles Babbage, okay. Charles Babbage, in simply said, the real beginning and the actual thought of modern computer was made by the English mathematician Charles Babbage in 1822, okay. The real concept of this today's modern computer is from Charles Babbage, okay. He developed an engine to perform different equations called difference engine. However, Babbage never quite made a fully functional difference engine. Actually, at that time, he designed the very huge difference engine, but because of lack of some tools, he could not finish it. But still, we use this technique to use this one. He developed another computing device called Analytical Engine also. Charles Babbage is also known as father of modern computer science because he gave the basic concept of computer in his Analytical Engine. Okay, I hope you knew about this Charles Babbage. He is the father of modern computer science, okay. So let's talk about the difference engines, what he has designed that also. In 1822, Charles Babbage, the English mathematician, designed an automatic mechanical calculating machine called difference engine. This device could perform calculations and print the result automatically. So this engine can do the printing also. Not only the input, not only the processing, but output also it can do it. So next one is the Analytical Engine. See in the picture Analytical Engine how big it is, okay. So in 1833, Charles Babbage designed another calculating device called Analytical Engine, okay. In where? 1833. Who devised? Charles Babbage, okay. This device was the first general purpose fully programmable mechanical computer, okay. This computer is the fully programmable. Programmable means which we can fit the program, design the instruction, okay. Set of instruction, with a set of instruction is called what? Program, okay, like software. This device could perform complex calculations and store the result, okay. Not only does the calculation but store the result also. It was based on input process and output principle, like in modern computer. The modern computer are based on Babbage's idea and same principle. So whatever computer you are using or laptop you are using, that's the concept of this Charles Babbage Analytical Engine. Clear? So let's go further to elaborate this Analytical Engine. There is another person called Lady Augusta Ada Lovelace, okay. This lady was a first programmer, okay, first programmer who invented the binary system. Lady Augusta Ada Lovelace was an English writer. she suggested Charles Babbage to use binary number system for programs, okay, and data to be fed into the analytical engine. Okay, she was the first who gave the idea to give the binary number system. Binary number system, I hope everyone has done in class, in math class. Okay, binary number is what? Like zeros and ones only. Okay, no decimal. This was the first programming concept, so she is regarded as the world's first computer programmer. She made some programs for Charles Babbage's analytical engine, and she was the first computer programmer. Okay, so next one is Herman Hollerith and his tabulating machine. Dr. Herman Hollerith, an American census statistician, developed tabulating machine in 1887. Okay, this Dr. Herman Hollerith, this devised this tabulating machine. Okay, why, for what purpose? Because it was a mechanical based machine to rapidly tabulate statistics of millions of pieces of data. So actually he worked in a census department. Census means what in Nepali? Janaganana, okay, to count the number of the people living in any country. The tabulating machine was the first to make practical use of the punch card in data processing. So in US the population was very high, and the government is getting too much hard work to count all the people and their living and their house numbers, something like that. So at that time the Dr. Herman Hollerith devised this punch card system for processing the data, and which made very easy. So it was said also that previously to do the census there used to be 8 years. There used to be 8 years to count all the people around the America, but due to this punch card it finished in 8 weeks. Okay, 8 years and 8 weeks. So it's finished in very less time. So this is also very good achievement in this computing history. Okay, so let's start another one, that is Mark First. Okay, in 1937 Howard Aiken, a professor of the Howard University, developed an electromechanical computer called Mark First. It was the first electromechanical computer. So Mark First was the first electromechanical means the mechanical parts that can be run by the electricity. Okay, like today's computer. So today's computer without electricity it doesn't work. Same like this Mark First is also same. Okay, it was invented in 1937. This computer was originally called the Automatic Sequence Controller Calculator, ASCC, and later it renamed the Howard Mark First. Okay, this is also very important. Next one is ABC, Atanasoff Berry computer. Okay, Atanasoff Berry computer was the first electronic digital computer, not electromechanical only, but digital also, that can give you the digital output also. This computer was designed by the Dr. John Vincent Atanasoff and the Cliff Berry in 1942 at the Iowa State College. Okay, two persons made this. One is what? John Vincent Atanasoff, and another is Clifford Berry. So ABC, that's why its name is like ABC, Atanasoff Berry computer. So it was devised in when? In 1942 in Iowa State College. Okay, these are the actually the evolution of the computer, making of the computer. See, the first one is counting device Abacus. Okay, second one is Napier's bone, which has the mathematical multiplication table itself. Another is slide rule with division and all features, but very small scale like device, very portable. Another is the Pascal line device by Blaise Pascal, okay, which is the basic this is the main concept of today's modern computer. Next one is step reckoner, advanced form of the Blaise Pascal. Okay, and next one is Jacquard Loom, Charles Babbage. Charles Babbage invented two machines, that is difference engine and analytical engine. And this Lady Augusta Ada Lovelace, she was the first programmer who suggested to use binary number in the computer. Next one is the Herman Hollerith. Okay, he devised a tabulating machine that works very fast. An 8 years old long time was reduced in 8 weeks. So another is Mark Foss, that is the electromechanical computer, and this Atlas Berry computer is the electromechanical plus digital computer. Now let's talk about the history of the computer in Nepal. Okay, actually this you can read by yourself. There are sort of different devices, just you can read by yourself. So this is not updated actually, but even though you just read it on. So the first one is that there is not a long historical background about uses of the computer in Nepal. Government of Nepal brought IBM 1401, a second generation computer, on rent for rupees 1,25,000 per month. This is for rent. At that time 1,25,000 is just like more than a crore today. Okay, so like this you just read all of this, the history of a computer. That is the another one is, let's start for generation of the computer. So how computer generation use? Okay, the development of modern computers took place in 5 distinct phases, which are known as generation of the computer. Okay, how many stages are there? 5 stages. Each generation is characterized by extreme improvement over the prior generation in the technology used in them. Okay, why this generation are categorized? Because if something improved, something tremendous or extreme design is improved, then the new generation is named. Okay, these improvements in technology have results in computer of lower cost, higher speed, greater memory capacity, and smaller size. So previously the computers were bigger size and the working capacity is less. Okay, and this memory is less, but when the generation passed, the size becomes smaller and capacity become bigger, more and more. Okay, and speed become higher and higher. The classification of computer generation is given below. Like from here you can just see that how it works. Okay, first generation means 1945 to 1955. Okay, this is the time of the Second World War. Okay, in that time this first generation computer helped a lot. Okay, in not only in calculating but in translating the messages during the war also, between country to country, and to defeat enemy they try to use this. And it uses what technology? Vacuum technology. Okay, like this today's light bulb. Have you seen light bulb? Yes, today's light bulb, you can see this bulb. This technology was used in the first generation computer. And in second generation computer, that started from the 1956. Okay, after the World War, it has all started. Okay, in 1956 to 1964, just okay, 56 to 64. So, and it uses what? Transistors. Transistor is set of this small chip. Have you seen? Okay, in old computer or in toy also today you can see this transistor. Okay, this transistor is very important. Okay, it helps to run the circuitry system in the computer. Okay, and next one, third generation is between 1965 to 71. Okay, and it uses IC, integrated circuits. In this third generation it uses IC. See, this is the IC. In today's computers, when you open the computer, then in motherboard you will see these type of chips, lots of chips. Okay, this is called IC, integrated circuit. Clear? This is the third generation one. So it is not highly advanced in comparing today, but at that time this was the best among all, among what? This IC and vacuum tube. Fourth generation. Okay, fourth generation is 1972 onward, 1972 to present also, till date also we are using, and that is microprocessor. Okay, today whatever we are using the computer is all of the fourth generation. Okay, normal personal computer are used in used what? Microprocessor, fourth generation, like this CPU chip. Okay, Intel Core i7 is here, up to i7 it is released. Okay, microprocessor in every computer, this is kept till now also. Okay, which was devised in 1972. Clear? In 1970, 50 years back also, it was devised 50 years back also, and till now we are using. Why we are using till now also? Because this is very powerful. Okay, the last one is the fifth generation, that is in future, and it has already started. The bio chips are already started. Now you can see all these automated robots. These are use the what, this biochips. Okay, the chips is fed into any robot and it works, and different automatic robots in industrial sector it uses. Okay, not the normal we general people, but the big industry uses this biochips and do the work. Okay, it uses what, artificial intelligence, AI. Artificial intelligence means the intelligence like the human thinking. Okay, the characteristics of human, the thinking power of the human. It also, this chip has a special capacity that can do the recognition, facial recognition. Okay, in today's mobile also you have some apps about facial recognition. Okay, so that if you scan your face and you can match to other people in the different parts of the country, like those, there are different types of other features that poses in this 5th generation. Now let's go for the importance point to remember. You just read of this. This is the short one-line description of whatever read before. Now let's go for the exercise. Okay, one number, write down the inventor of this Abacus. Who invented? Chinese and Egyptian in 3000 BC. Napier's bone. Who invented this? John Napier. Okay, likewise do all of this, fill in the blanks. This one, 2 number, and this third, complete the following chart of generation of the computer during the period. Okay, first generation. Where is first generation? 1945 to 1946. Okay, likewise do this, match the following, and this full form also you will find the full form in the chapter, and give the suitable terms and question answer also. You finish it all and submit it to me. Okay, thank you class.